We've won the first division. We're headed to the Superliga. But first, it's time to do our end of season review. We're going to look at our players from the season and former players to see where they've ended up, how they've done after they left the club under good and not so good circumstances. Plus, a shout out to all the subscribers. We'll talk about that here in just 1 second. Literally, it's how long the image is going to show up that says the episode number. Yeah. All right. Welcome back. It's episode 38 of Dominating Denmark. Today, let's go through real quick. I've got a long list of subscribers. It's been a little bit since I've done this. Thank you for subscribing, and I promise to butcher your names appropriately. Okay. Marnar Simonson, Galactic Force 1, Alexandros Akrabos, Don Polo, Rune Sarup, Michael Nordberg Jeppesen, Gunnar DK, I think I may have already mentioned some of these. William Asber, Rasmus Kethmer, Off the Woodwork, Yep, Extreme Gluten Free. Okay. Anders Helmrest, Nicholas Berthelsen. Thank you for subscribing. You guys have been massive as of the time I'm doing this episode. I'm recording it right now. We're up to 236 subscribers. We're marching towards 250. I don't think we get there by the end of August, but definitely by the end of September. So thank you so much for subscribing, watching this, sticking with us. Make sure you watch the second half of the episode that was before this one, where we won promotion into the Superliga, because it has a cool community thing that I'm only kind of secretly announcing there. And then in a couple days, I'll put up a video formally announcing it. So make sure you check it out. Come join us. Come by. Yeah. So let's get into the season review. All right, so let's look at the player stats here. Top goal scorer, Vito with 9. Kind of a surprise. Highest average rating, not surprising. And assists, like the all-around legend, Vito Hammershoy Mistrati. What a fella. What a player. George Fochev, American, 87% pass completion. Vito, of course, if you got 9 goals, 12 assists, and a 7.36 rating, you probably have the most player of the match ratings. You do. You get 6 of those. And then George with 11 yellow cards, Koltoft with 2 reds, because he's a schmuck. All right. So we win the league by a whopping 1 point. Crazy talk. It's interesting that it's just coming down to this, right? 1 draw difference versus 1 loss difference. So we come out on top. We avoid the promotion playoff. We're going up, lads. We're going up. And really a very consistent performance, like surprisingly good performance. Like I didn't think we were this good last season to like have gotten into the promotion playoff, but like we proved it. We have proved it. Varta is going back down, as looks like Naseby might be in a promotion playoff, or a relegation playoff, I should say. We don't care about them though. Sorry if you're a fan. Don't care. Let's take a look at the club. Most appearances, Vito, and then our goalkeeper, and then Moomin, who has been out freaking standing for us. Falk and Donio, and then it kind of drops off a little bit. So Vito was just a stud for us. Most goals, 8 from our wingers each, which is interesting. Staring with 6. Now he came in the second half of the season, so that's quite nice. And 14 appearances, getting 6 goals, like that's pretty healthy. Holm, unfortunately, in 11 appearances had 6 goals and 3 subs. Right, Falk was 6 and 6. Koltoft getting some headers in the box with 4. Mikkelsen with 4. Really disappointed in Mikkelsen. We're gonna let his contract expire. He's $750 a week. He's just. It could be that he's a lone defensive forward. I don't know if it's a formation thing, but he suddenly got injury prone as soon as we picked him up, even though it's not in his stats. Really disappointing. George getting 2. Jakobsen, kind of drops off from there. Assists, Vito with 12. Unbelievable. God's Way with 9. Agud with 5. So again, great play from the wingers. Attacking midfielder doing well as well. I think I could say that, right? Staring 6 and 4. Again, played really well, surprisingly well. Considering when he was on loan with us, I didn't think he was that good. And then we kind of, in desperation, picked him up. Vito, Moomin, God's Way, Koltoft, Falk. I mean, look at all these ratings, all above 7 until you get down into some of our subs and the goalkeeper and all that kind of stuff. So not bad. Not bad. Key passes. You got Mace, Falk, and Hammershoy each with 41. Quite nice there. And then God's Way on the wing. Staring, again, 14. I mean, he played really well. This is half a season, and he's got almost as many as a full season from God's Way. Key headers, Moon with 69, Koltov 63. That's where I'll give Koltov some credit. He did pick up some reds, but our two center backs played quite well together. And then Skovgaard here, the backup, like the rotation player, 23 coming in. It's funny, 23, he's the oldest and he's the rotation player. I was going to say the youngster. He's not the youngster. But 13 appearances, 9 subs, 704, 30K headers. Not bad. Key tackles, not so great at the tackling, but 7 is good. All right, we'll just move past that. Mistakes, Vito of 53, that's fine. You make all the mistakes, not all the mistakes you want, but you can make some mistakes if you give us 9 and 12 and 41 key passes and 12 key headers. I'm not too fussed about that. So at least the mistakes, I believe, are coming from, these two are more like attacking positions, right? And then you run into some problems with ball winning midfielder. Obviously, he's going to make mistakes and get cards and all that kind of stuff. But overall, played quite well. Let's take a look at the B team. I don't think we have anybody super significant here. Babinsi's been the backup keeper. He's been doing all right in the B team. Camille, we did loan out for free just because he wanted out, which is unfortunate. I was hoping to keep him on as a coach or something like that, but he's 29, so he still got he thinks he still has some years left in him. U19s, we did bring in some trialists, and just they weren't really worth if we were going to make it up into the Superliga. I didn't feel like they were up to the right standard, and we don't have the facilities for them anyway, so it doesn't really matter if these guys are probably not going to develop. I could be wrong, and I'd love to be corrected in the comments. It's just kind of are they really going to get better? Are they going to get that better? But look at that goal. Kammersgaard. 62 goals in 40 appearances and 4 subs with an 8.0 average rating. 9.1 in the last 5. What? Oh, I'm so afraid I'm going to mess this kid up. He's learning complete forward. That was recommended in the comments. I do listen to the comments because I'm new to the game. But again, if you look at the U19's group, which is what he plays in, that's his league. 21 appearances, 34 goals, 6 assists, 3 penalties scored, 12 players of the match, and 1 yellow card, and an 8.39 rating. What? And then non-competitive, 44 total appearances, 62 goals. Are you serious? It's crazy. That is. Oh, he's going to be getting a contract. Because look at this. Look at the people that want him. But it's hey, mate. Yeah, we got promoted. Yeah, let's see what the budget looks like. I know we've already gotten that, but we'll just tell him. Let's see what the budget looks like. We can get you a raise to 150 a week. How about that? You'd be oh, awesome. I kind of want to leave him here for another season and see how far we can get this ability up, because he did develop quite nicely on the U19 team. So if we can leave him stay put. When's his birthday? Can he even play this coming season? 10/25. I don't think he can even play this season. Can he? With the rules? It's Superliga rules. We'll have to take a look at that, but quite nice, right? Anders Holm here playing really well. We're teaching him the ball-winning midfielder role to kind of be one of the replacements for Reinert Peterson or stuff like that. Playing well, 709. Michael Jensen playing a 734. Over 34 appearances. Jung, I believe, 756. That's really good considering, right, his star rating. 738 from Skov? I don't know. So we've got some talent here coming up through the ranks. So that's really, really nice. We just need training facilities now to help them improve. Poor youth facilities and below average training facilities. We got average junior coaching and above average youth recruitment. So I think that's why we're seeing some of these guys with the potential. Now that we've gotten promoted, if we could please get something that's going to help us get them better, whether that's youth facilities or training facilities. I honestly don't care. I'll take one or the other. We can work, it doesn't really matter to me, but I can't believe he scored 62 goals in a season. And that is 1.5 a game. 1.5 per game. What? Crazy talk. Let's go look back at some of our contracts that are expiring here. So Kalinin is in on amateur contract. Krabby, it's going to be his last season with us. Thanks for playing, but we just didn't really use him. He's cheap. He was the captain. He's got good leadership, but he just didn't play. Stockholm, I'd like to keep Stockholm. as a staff, but he's not he's not ready for that. You know, he only made one sub appearance. He played in some non-competitive games and whatever, but is it worth keeping him around? I mean, he's a club favorite, so I'd like to keep him around, but Falk, I think we're going to keep. He's got 6 and 6 in 29 appearances. His star rating, he's fallen off a little bit, and the coach said, like, it gives you like reminders throughout the season, like, oh, he's got the wrong squad status. He should be a backup player. I'm like, he's playing really well. What are you talking about? 715 rating in the division, 27 starts, 6-6, and no. So I think we're going to keep him around. I'm a little torn on Boji here, Reinhard Peterson. He's on a rotation contract. I want to see how low he'll go on his contract. I mean, I think he's worth it. He's very determined. He's a good rotational player, but he played 20 total games, 10 subs and 10 starts. Played all right. Definitely did well for his one game. I thought it was more than one game in the cup. He's okay, right? So he's definitely a role player, but it depends on how expensive he wants to be. Mickelson is we're just gonna let walk. 6-7-7 in the league. You know, look at this garbage. Virus, a twisted knee, a groin strain, a torn hamstring. Like, all of this is with us. And he went 2 years without a significant injury, and then he was out for 3, 4.5, almost 5 total months with us. That's crazy. And he was like 650, 625 a week. He got the last game or last 2 weeks, he got 750. You know, we'll pay him for the next month, 750 to do nothing, and then we're going to let him walk, unfortunately. So he's probably going to walk. Johannesson, if I can find a better one, I will. I mean, he had 21 appearances, 704. I don't know. I just feel like I can't trust him. He's very hit or miss. Godsway's definitely going to get a contract offer. Hopefully he'll want to stay with us. No, I didn't offer him a contract yet. So he's definitely going to get one for sure. He's another one that I think it said like he should be on a rotation contract. And I'm like, nah, you're crazy. Kaltoft, I'd love to keep. Maybe he'll want to stay. They wanted something ridiculous, like well into the 6 figures to buy him. He's valued at 2.8K, guys. Okay. Would love to keep him. Not sure we're going to be able to, so we may need a replacement there. We do have Skovgaard, who is a decent replacement for Kaltoft, but then we would need a backup, right? So that's a place we need to strengthen. Staring, I think, is going to get a deal. He's on contract until the end of the year, not the end of the season, the end of the year, but played pretty well for us coming in, you know, kind of unexpectedly. So I'd like to extend him out, and then everyone else is all right. Camille, we're probably going to have to let walk. Again, I was trying to make him stay around to be a staff member, something like that. But that's what's going on with the current players. Holm, another 3 months. I mean, we're stuck with him, 275 a week. Maybe if I can loan him out. I mean, I just don't think. We'll see how his physicals are, just falling up. He's just falling apart. That's what happens when you get a bunch of injuries, but, you know, kind of annoying. But now that we've looked at our current squad, and again, I'm open to any suggestions. If there's someone that you're like, ooh, you should, definitely walk away from that, or you should extend this, or definitely keep this person, like maybe you think I should keep Krabby. I don't know. Open to suggestions. And if I didn't show you something, let me know, and in the next episode, I'll click through and show you, some of the attributes or whatever that you didn't get to see. But I think it's Nicholas Foged. I don't have it pulled up. Foged. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, Nicholas. In the comments said, hey, can we see the players that used to be with the club that left? Okay, so we're just going to go back in time here. These are all mine. Okay, so Jesper Fleckner left. Okay, I don't remember who was he. Okay, we let someone go that was like really, really bad attitude. I don't remember who that was though. So let's see where his career has taken him. He was with us for just a season. He joined us and then left. Okay, kind of not doing so hot, right? I mean, he got promoted, right? Or did he get promoted? He went to a first division team, only played 4 times. It went back down. I guess they got relegated, and then he switched and he played me. Okay, Anders Nicolasen didn't keep his history. Emil Dyer, who was our goalkeeper, is that right? No. What was Emil Dyer? I don't remember. I remember having him, but I don't remember what position he played. Apparently not goalkeepers because he's a 2. So that would be bad. So he left us, retired. 14 appearances, 684. Was he? Maybe he was one of the wingers. I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't remember. That's what happened to him. These folks didn't. Mark Sundstrup. He was, I think. Oh, he was the forward that wasn't very good that we let walk. Okay. He's with VSK Aarhus, which is in like one of the lower leagues, I suppose. So he only made 6 appearances here in this season. Didn't really do anything. Sorry, Mark, because I'm guessing you're a real person. Mikkel Anderson, who what I found out later was kind of crushed, is like a club favorite. Let's see what he did. Okay, he played pretty well for Brabrand. Okay, in this season. And then, what happened? Did he get injured? 17, 18. Let's look. Blisters. A gashed head. That kind of, yeah, that really derailed his season. Okay. And they had 16. He came back strong, though. He switched teams. But, he played all right. So it's like he's like the first season he's with the club. He plays really well. Maybe. So that's what's going on with him. Henrik Volgartsen, who I believe... Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I didn't keep his history. He didn't go anywhere else. Sorry about that. Didn't go anywhere else. 101 appearances. Okay. Zimling, who I believe was he's a midfielder. Played a couple times. He was like kind of like a backup rotational player for us. Venta Van Loos played 22 times. Didn't play very well. Nielsen. I don't remember him. It's because he never played for us. I guess he was a backup, like on the B squad. Went to Van Loos, didn't do anything. Austin Kerr, who was our guy that was all the front. He was the right winger. Retired as a player at 29. Not bad. We were his last club. Sorry to hear that, sir. Mark Venner, who I believe was a center back. Yep, we had a young center back. We picked him up on a free because we needed rotational players. He's played quite well in the second division for Hellerup. So good for him. Good for him. Good old Mark. Lundberg was the one, I believe, that... I don't know if it was a lack of composure. I felt like he hated big games. His composure was terrible. He got lots of yellows. He was kind of a whingy guy. Didn't like training. I think I actually watched the most recent Frem game against AB. I can't remember what the team is actually called. It says AB, and AB. It was at their pitch, and they streamed it. It was totally cool to watch this on my computer. Totally cool. And I saw Lundberg, and I think he went in kind of crazy on somebody who picked up a yellow. I could be wrong, because again, it wasn't commentated or anything like that. But I was kind of like, I think that's Lundberg. Go get him. But he played really well for Fredensborg, 696. So good for him. Phrase. A youngster, obviously. We only had him for a season. Did really poorly for Varta, and then kind of got adjusted to the first division. He's still with them. So that's, not terrible. And then Peterson left the club. Okay, Danny Anderson. Simon the Giant. Let's go see where Simon the Giant's at. Marinist? I don't know. He's in the second division. Ooh, kind of a rough season. Allowed 37 goals and 26 appearances. He did all right the first season with him. That's what's going on with Simon the Giant. Brylov, who was the backup that we picked up, only made 2 appearances. Not playing well for Fredensborg, they went all the way down. Okay, interesting. Hansen, Alexander Back, who was like, I think on the B team. I don't know if he's got to be with the club actually in real life. Made 19 appearances. Again, this is in the lower, whatever the third division would be in the game. 683. Not bad, son. Not bad. Ronnie Rasmussen, who was, I think, on the B team backup, retired, never made an appearance for us. Larson, let's see. Larson is still a free agent. That's kind of surprising. 8 appearances, 714. You'd think he'd get a look in, right? I mean, he's 27, to be fair. Christensen retired. Oh, I'd love to have him as a scout, except for that. That would make me not want to have him as a scout. He played really well for us in that rotational role for the attacking midfielder, backing up Falk as a shadow striker. Got some, 7 goals and 5 assists in 2 seasons, 26 games, not bad. And then Camille this season, it's on a backup. It was just to get him off the squad because he was mad. So that's what's going on there. I think what we'll do when we get promoted, we're going to ask for, again, someone in the comments, I don't have it pulled up over here on my other screen, said you should ask for better youth recruitment. We're going to do that. We're going to ask for training facilities again. We're going to ask for youth facilities again. We'll see how that goes. If there's something that I've missed as we've gone through the squad or whatever, make sure you leave a comment. Subscribe if you're new. Check out our Discord, which is in, I'm not going to put the link in here. Again, we haven't done the official announcement launch. It's only for like my dominated Digmark viewers, because that is a majority of you, to be fair. So it's a majority of my audience should know about this, but it's in the last episode where we got promoted. Check out the second half of the video. It's got the link to the Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, it's kind of like an online chat room is the easiest way to put it, but you can do voice chat. There's different rooms. So like I've got some stuff in there, some hints about one of my FM18 saves that I've already decided on. We've got a general chat. We've got to think about subscriber goals. My next goal is going to be 300 subscribers. And I want to know from you, what should we do when we hit 300? Some people do like a Twitch stream for 6 hours or something like that. I'm more than willing to do that, but I want to see what you guys want to see from me. So thanks for being part of the community. The next episode of Dominating Denmark may not be out in 2 days, because we do this every other day, because I've got to do the off season. I've got to figure out the rules of the Superliga. I've got a lot of recording to do and a lot of like clicking continue to get through the summer transfer window and all that kind of stuff. So bear with me if it's not up. I will get you some other content, probably like some Dota 2 or something like that. Make sure you're checking out the rest of the content. Motorsport Manager, From Backpack to Boss just started back yesterday. See that stuff out. Darkest Dungeon. Go check it out. And let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you in the next episode. Fremad Frem, which I hope is what you actually are supposed to say.